Welcome to Care and Assist. My name is Dan Story. I'm the owner and CEO, and I'd like to talk to you today just about how we started and why we're a company, what we do. I started Care and Assist in 2005 with a $50 investment. It was a pretty meager investment, not a huge amount of money. It was the effort, I believe, that I'd put in previously that made it a significant effort. I had spent 3 years creating a business plan, as I had seen circumstances in many people's lives with the needs that people have, and wanted to find a way to meet that need and do a better job than I was seeing being done by other people. An opportunity came in 2005 that presented itself to me. A client had come to me and said, I need help with my mother. I have to have surgery. Is there anything you can do to help me find somebody? And at that time, I called about 5 different companies and asked them, can you provide these services at these hours? How much would it cost? And everybody either came back saying that they weren't capable of covering the services because of the degree of skill or the times or for one reason or another, or they came back with a price that was above what this family was capable of managing. So with that, I decided to take a leap of faith. I took a jump into business, and I called some friends that were already providing these type of services and asked them for their help, and so Care and Assist began. Here we are, some years later now, with 3 offices across the state of Michigan, over 90 employees, routinely working, whether a few hours or many hours, many of them full-time. We've got several people who have reached their 5-year anniversaries with us. Myself, of course, being very happy to have helped several others who started with us to continue to climb the ladder in medical services, to become certified or to become finish a degree in nursing or therapy or radiology or other things of that nature and move on for their own selves. We're a complete and professional private duty home care agency, which has allowed us to grow the way we have. We've got programs in place to make sure that our aides are background checked and trained and screened as they should be before they go to a person's home, and as well as having Care Connects in place, a series of questions and questionnaires that allow us to recognize a client's needs and their interests, as well as our caregivers' skills and interests, so that we can match properly our caregivers and our clients. Because there's nothing more important to a client than to know that the right caregiver is going to show up at their home at the right time, capable of doing the work that they need done. So we work very hard to make sure that that's possible and that happens. The last thing I'd like to leave you with is just an understanding of who I am, and to do that I have to tell you a story. When I first graduated from college as a registered nurse, I had taken a job at the local hospital. I was working in an emergency room, and a gentleman had come in. He was very sick, and the charge nurse looked at me and said, take it. And the doctor, of course, first thing says, get an IV started. And so I gathered some supplies and realized very quickly that I was not skilled or prepared to be able to start an IV in a person who was so sick. I did the best I could. I tried, and I poked him actually 5 times that day before I finally gave up and called one of the senior nurses in to take care of the situation. And I realized that day that caring is a lot more than just being kind. Caring doesn't mean that you're sensitive and emotional. Caring means that you're prepared, you're educated, you've done your homework, so to speak. So that is a principle that Care and Assist has ran with that understanding. We've done the best we can to be prepared. to prepare our caregivers as well to be prepared as an office and a staff in the office for whatever circumstances could come along. We also work very hard to continue our education. All of our caregivers do in-services on a monthly basis, whether it be something as simple as hand washing, or something more complicated like transferring a patient, lifting, safety, weather safety, food handling, things of that nature that we get involved in when we're in people's homes. So I want to thank you for listening to me. Again, my name is Dan Story. I'm always available. If you have questions or concerns about the care that we provide, please feel free to contact me anytime. Thank you.